Okay, I think everybody has the minutes. And if so, if everybody is okay with them, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve by Kissling,
I'll second it.
second by Bounds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Signed. Same with the approval of claims. If everybody had a chance to look those over, and if so, once again, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the
Motion
claims.
by Ware,
Second.
second by Jose. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? First thing on the agenda, obviously, is the consider the transit resolution. I think that you have a copy of that in your file as far as the board pack is concerned. It's something that has to be done. So it's a matter of probably need to introduce it first. Is that correct?
Actually, it's just a resolution, so you can number and
We don't need to do that?
approve it on one motion.
Okay.
It authorizes the mayor to apply for the grant for the transit van and to enter into the transit van agreement. It's the same agreement we enter into every year for the grant.
2022-18.
So I entertain a motion then to authorize that?
Actually, to adopt
To adopt the resolution
2022-18.
2022-18, right.
Motion to adopt?
Motion by McFerrin,
I'll second it.
second by Ware. All in favor?
Aye.
We don't roll call for that, do we?
No.
Okay.
One thing April did want me to tell you was that we did get you had authorized her to go after that extra $1 an hour for the part-time from 2023 drivers, and we got that extra
Extra money for that?
$55.68
Okay.
added to the grant next year.
All right.
The next item on the agenda is actually the resolution amending the real estate included in Northside Park. And basically what that is that for us to do the grant and things that we need for that, we had to designate the area that was actually going to be designated for that particular park area itself. Phil, if you want to elaborate
Well, yeah,
something on that. So,
A couple of meetings ago, you adopted a resolution authorizing the transfer of Northside Park property with a permanent restrictive covenant dedicating the use to outdoor recreation into perpetuity. But that description didn't include a basketball court that was on the north side, and the Department of Natural Resources have came back, so they would like to have that basketball court included in Northside Park and a dedication into perpetuity. There were some surveying issues with why it wasn't originally included, but those have all been worked out now. So this resolution amends it to include the entire Northside Park that you originally dedicated, and also the basketball court on the north side. It's already been
there.
developed.
yeah, it's already there. Yeah.
It's already there. And so this would authorize the mayor to sign a warranty deed to the city, but placing this restrictive covenant into perpetuity, that it be used only for outdoor recreation purposes, and it can only be removed from that covenant if the Indiana Department of Natural Resources consents to it.
So we're amending 22-14 in with
2022-19.
We can just a motion to amend or a motion
Well, you,
to
a
adopt?
motion
or-
to, yeah, this is just a resolution as the other one was, so you
So
can
we
just,
motion to adopt.
motion to adopt resolution number 2022-19, a resolution amending resolution authorizing advance of real estate for Northside Park.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by McFerrin,
I'll second that.
second by Bounds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Very simple. The next thing I have is actually something that I need to read out to everybody. And what it is basically is, it was from Gina Flick. It says, Mayor Schwinghammer, I am submitting my resignation from the position of Office Manager, HR Director to you, effective immediately. I've enjoyed my 18.5 years working for the city. I feel that it's time to step down and enjoy time with my family. Terry has been retired since 2017 and has expressed a desire to travel. I wish the city nothing but good in the future. It has been a pleasure working for you. Sincerely, Gina Flick. With that, I have nothing else. So, Phil, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
Tom?
Nope, I have nothing.
Any other items from the council?
Yeah, I would like to make the intent of the council to hear the ideas for the public for the property of the 405 North Main Street. We talked about at the last meeting that we're going to have a public hearing on the 24th. I think that's the next Tuesday, or the next council meeting of Tuesday, 2 weeks from now, at 5:30. So if there's anything you want to add to it?
Yeah,
Ben?
just that we would like to, we're just entertain ideas. You know, we decided that we were gonna, at the last meeting, that we were gonna pause the demolition of that building because of the concerns that some people in our community had about its demolition. And so our plan is, our hope is that people with actual ideas for what they would like to do with the property, not what they would like to see us do with the property,
Good.
but what they would like to do with the property. And then from that point, if we get legitimate ideas, things that we think would be good for our community, our council is going to review them and offer a 90-day period where a person could develop plans, architectural drawings, secure financing, whatever is necessary. And if our council approves or agrees that we would like to see something different than demolition happen to that property, then we will have that option. But we need real ideas. And so the hope is for that meeting 2 weeks from now is that there will be some actual ideas presented to us from people that want to implement those ideas themselves, and we'll have some options. If nothing comes before the council, then we'll make a motion to proceed with our original plan.
Okay. That was already in the minutes, so that nothing's changed since then.
That's great. Yeah, we're just trying to promote that meeting. We want people to be reminded that we're going to be here to hear them at that meeting 2
Okay.
weeks from tonight.
Anything else from the council? Anything from the citizens?
A few questions, just quickly. Good evening, gentlemen.
You-
Quick question that I have. When do you guys oversee the next 2023 budget for the city employees? When is that? Can you explain when that is and how that process works?
That'll begin as of June 30th. They have I usually put out 2021 expenses, 2022 expenses through June. And the superintendents go through and put together then their estimates for 2023 based on what they think they'll be spending.
And that's an open hearing in front of all of us,
It'll be a
correct?
public meeting because all the council will be here. Usually in August sometime, it varies depending on when everybody's available.
Okay. Will that be sent out, I guess, more than just a few hours before the meeting, the minutes for that, or
It'd be
the
at least 48 hours before
48
the meeting.
hours?
It's usually decide on the date at a council
Have a
meeting.
council meeting, and then
Yeah.
At a regularly scheduled council meeting, we decide on a date for a budget meeting, and it's generally during the day.
And that date is also released to the news media so that they know it's an open meeting, open public meeting.
And the last question I have is, what is the process if there is proof out there or just speculation per se before it's 100% proof, I guess you would say, the process of someone's misusing maybe a gas card or driving a city vehicle outside limits that doesn't have anything to do with city work and or buying things that's not going to the city? How does that process work? Who does that need to go to? I know I personally have expressed my concerns to board members and to the treasurer, but I wanted to hear from you guys if there's another avenue that needs to happen, or what your opinion is on that.
Well, if it's an employee, it should be reported to the superintendent, his overseeing superintendent. If it's a superintendent, it should be reported to the mayor. And Those type of allegations should be taken seriously and investigated. And if it constitutes, rises to the level of theft, that individual will be dealt with appropriately by either suspension or dismissal or some type of discipline that's appropriate for the offense.
What is theft considered in the city of Huntingburg? Is it part of just a little suspension, slap on the wrist, or is it suspension, or is it firing and then also going after legal action?
The personnel handbook says that it is subject to discipline up to and including termination.
But nothing legally?
Well, if it's a significant amount, it could be referred to the prosecutor. That would be up to the mayor and.
So the mayor has the ultimate decision if it was $1 or $100,000.
Well, if it's, I would think that if it was $100,000, it would definitely be.
Regardless, I just want to know.
Yeah,
There's a number of
the mayor would make that decision.
Yeah, I want to, the State Board of Accounts has come out with some, if there is good suspicion or evidence that somebody has taken something, or, I mean, like we said before, mismanagement isn't a crime. If that's the issue, then that would need to be addressed. But those things, every employee and official would have could contact the State Board of Accounts, plus the DuBois County Prosecuting Attorney,
I think it needs to be
which
dealt
would
with
be
in-house
investigated then, or could be.
Well, that's the way it needs to go, because you and I have talked, and there's proof. So if it's not gonna be held in-house and they're not gonna do the right thing, the mayor has not been told this by me at least, because it goes back to the good old boy system, nothing's gonna be done. So if that's the route we need to go, then as long as I know the process.
Well, that I think is it's part of the NDOT regulations as well, but that's the State Board of Accounts stance on that.
Do you have a direct contact, Tom, or no?
One just quit, I don't know. Todd.
We can certainly get it for him.
Yeah,
But I can
Todd
definitely
did
call you
for
and you can take care of it? Okay. I
First name's
appreciate it.
Todd, I can't
If you
recall
have,
what his last name is.
James, if you have legitimate concerns that you need to bring forth, they should be documented, and if it's a situation that should be directed to the mayor, then I would recommend that you do direct it to the mayor, and if you don't, if you get inaction, and then you could take another avenue, but just
I just
if you can't, if we don't present some information and facts in a way that, that allows the supervisor in this case, whatever superintendent or mayor or whatever, whoever isn't directly in charge, I think that we're not allowing the system a chance to work. And I think we should at least allow the system a chance to work.
I just thought that money financially went through either here or Tom, not the mayor. That's why I wanted to make sure. The mayor to me was cut out because it's not his position.
It's a pretty blurry, it's a blurry line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that deal with money.
I would, the council has made me for the internal controls for the city. I'm I can't even remember what the title is, but
Fiduciary?
yeah, but anyway.
That's the
if you have-
responsibility.
if you have
Yeah, that's his
issues,
responsibility.
you can, bring that stuff to me, or you can go directly to State Board of Accounts
So can I
and
ask
the
you-
prosecuting attorney. So, I mean, that's what they say.
Can I ask you direct again then? I brought it to you. Do you want to meet again and go over all these things again, or should I go straight to the Board of Accounts?
Well, what you brought to me, I don't know that constituted anything more than,
At first was a conversation that we talked about.
well,
that
anything more than mismanagement or purchasing things they didn't need, or
or purchasing
lack of
things that aren't on the
distributing,
city.
lack of distributing it out timely, or, I don't think that's a crime, but,
Well, we can schedule a
You can-
meeting
you
and
can-
talk and go from there.
yeah.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Thanks, Jason.
Anybody else? Motion made by Clifton to adjourn, second by McFerrin. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So be it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.